am in fear. My heart rate went from 80 to 100 last night. It's because yesterday my CTO shared to us that he was able to make an AI that is able to access his workspace, and based on the prompt that can be given from anywhere in the world because it's online, the AI can create a Python file and it's able to install the dependency required, and it can reinforce itself if something goes wrong. And I fear because in my previous video I said that AI will not wipe out any programmer jobs, but the risk is a person that is really good at programming and really good at tweaking AI will use AI instead of people. And it appears right in front of my eyes that I have a risk in some extent that I'm going to be replaced by AI. I tweeted on that. Here's what I do in the company. I do this, I do that, and I don't think I'm gonna be replaced by AI so easily. But I'm still feeling fear. And why the fear is good? It's because it's not my first ever encounter fear in my career. I'm gonna tell you 3 stories that I felt so much fear in my career. The first story, it was in the first few months of me learning Flutter. I got this new job at a software house company. In the very first day I was in there, everybody is just letting me be. I asked my manager, "Hey, don't you have any tasks for me?" She said, "Oh, don't worry. Take your time to breathe in." Oh, okay. Then 2 hours later, she came back to me and said, "Mas Jordan, here's the project, and here are the requirements. We have 1 week to finish this phase 1. I was in shock. Wow, is this real? 1 week for 1 phase. I asked her, should I do this in native or should I do this in Flutter? She said to me, your choice. Regardless of what I picked, I really was not sure if I can do this on time. 1 week is really short time for that. A lot of requirements. I was covered in fear that time. I was sweating as hell. My mind just blown up. And I really wanted to cry. Guess what? I made it. In just 1 week. With Flutter. A new skill set that I've acquired. In just 1 week, I finished the project. The first phase of the project. And I gained my confidence a lot. I became the first person to initiate the Flutter project in the company. And then suddenly, I'm the number 1 reliable person to handle the mobile project. And suddenly, I become the lead of the project. Of course, when I say sudden, it actually happens in months. But that's the stepping up. And that step up began with fear. The second story, I joined into my current company and I led a project in collaboration with people from UK, and I had to collaborate with programmer that is much senior than I am. And once again, I covered in fear because I am very well aware that my code was a train wreck. My code was a train wreck and it's not even testable. So I told my CTO, hey, am I a jackass if my code is not testable? He replied, if your code fails over and over again, then yes, you are. Very fair judgment. But yeah, I led a project with someone much senior than me. I covered in fear because, my code was a train wreck and my company's reputation is on my hand. But then, as a lead, I discussed with him, with these senior programmers. I discussed with him what should we do while encountering this, encountering that. We have a very throughout discussion in which I think he makes sense, and then he agrees that my statement makes sense. We had a lot of conflicting idealism, but we merged them as one agreement. And guess what? I've made it again. Now my code is very, very improved and it's testable. Hence I created a Flutter use case template. It's a GitHub template to start a Flutter project. It is as far the best code base throughout my entire career. That's a step up. And that began once again with fear. Another story. Still in my current company. One day, the Flutter project just poof, gone. We no longer have any Flutter projects. Imagine me 6 years in my entire career being a mobile developer and I don't have any mobile projects that I can do. Once again, I covered in so much fear. I talked to my CTO again, hey, you pay me as a mobile lead. Now I don't have any team. We don't have any mobile. And as a web dev or as a backend dev, I have no experience at all. They are zero. My CTO told me, yes, but you'll grow. I was, oh my God, you're right. Long story short, because I care so much in the product that we're making, I care so much about the interaction between the team. I support my team so much, at least so much as I can do. And then I do manage to keep the delivery goes on. One day, my company has a security assessment to our product, and my CTO put me in a channel with the security assessor, and he introduced me as the most knowledgeable person to know the product. Can you imagine that? From nobody to be the most knowledgeable person. That is a step up. My CTO told me that, hey, I'm really happy to see you soar. I'm seeing a different Jordan than last year. I was unconscious. I don't even know what improvement that I made, but that is a step up. So you see the pattern here. Every step up in my career was led by fear. What I'm worried is the fear that I feel right now. I don't know what game I have to improve. But you know the good thing is, in all of the stories, I never knew. So guys, what I need to say to you is that don't fear of fear, because fear is a sign of stepping up the game. Thank you. My name is Jordan. Hope the video helps. See you in my next video. Bye bye.